Morning, everyone. What a rush this morning. Do you ever have days like that?
No.
Tony says no. I do, regularly, especially first thing in the morning. Anyway, good morning and welcome to another Compliance Over Coffee. This morning, I hurriedly typed in insurance and cyber. For those of you that are old enough, it's not an attack of the Cybermen. Doctor Who, research it, Google search if you're not old enough. Anyway, I spoke about insurance last Thursday and I'm talking about it again today. As you know, recently we had an in-depth chat for a full day actually with insurance providers that are going to be providing some bespoke discounted insurance for our National Association members. And we were chatting about all things insurance and I was picking their brains on different subjects and they were highlighting issue areas to me that we just had never thought about. And I spoke to you last week about managing project, which was one area, and the other area was what's known as cyber, or to you and I in plain English, someone hacking your systems and stealing your data. Now you're saying to me, how often does that happen? Well, strangely enough, over the last 2 days, it's been reported on the news. How much you listen to that or believe in it is up to you. That a lot of small businesses have come under attack. And a lot of small businesses don't think about protection, about how they're holding their data, about the safety and the security of it, especially where we hold sensitive data, personal data, that if it was lost or taken could cause the person who owns that data some serious issues. Now, we sit in that category. And as much as you might not like it, we absolutely do sit in that category of holding huge amounts of very, very sensitive data on our clients. Certainly more than enough for an unscrupulous person who gets their hands on that data to be able to what's known as clone that person. So if they get hold of the sensitive data that you hold, they could create a false identity based around that person's data that you're holding. So you need to assess, if you're operating currently or before you start operating, what data you're going to be gathering, how you're going to gather it, how you're going to hold it, how you're going to keep it secure, and how you're going to give access to it. Because under the regulations, we have to audit our businesses at least annually. Understand the data that's coming in, understand where it's going, how it's going to be used, how you're going to hold it, and how you keep it secure. So, how do you gather your data in from your investors, from your sellers? How do you hold it? If it's on attachments in emails, it is not secure. Where are you putting that data? Preferably, it should be in a very, very secure location, only coming to one location. I remember auditing or sourcing business when I knew that GDPR was coming in. And I remember thinking, oh dear, or worse to that effect, we're pulling data in from all over the place, which makes us incredibly vulnerable. We need to have a look and just create a simple process for doing it. And that's when I started working with the guys from Nimbox. N-I-M, November, India, Mike, Bravo, Oscar, X-ray. That's the retired police officer in me. Nimbox. And they have a military-grade encrypted vault. Now, in plain, simple English terms, because all of that sort of stuff was straight over my head, what does it mean for us? It means that your clients simply upload their data into one place. It doesn't go via an email. It doesn't go anywhere else. The information stays there. They can fill it in within the system. It holds a full audit trail. No one can change anything without the system knowing who's doing it, and it's military-grade encryption. It would take one heck of a clever person to try to hack it, and even if they did manage to semi-get into the system is fully encrypted. So it will be gobbledygook, they won't be able to hear it, read it, or hear it if you've got video. I think that's the case anyway. Someone might be able to tell me that. Does it encrypt video? I've never thought about that. Anyway, the paperwork will be encrypted and it does a regular backup. So even if it comes under attack and there is a problem, then you can go back to an older date when it holds it. So we've been using Nimbox now for many years and it is about £16 a month for you to be able to use, fully encrypted and to be able to put in your own company logos and colourings and all that sort of thing into it. So please sit down and have a serious look at how you're gathering data and how you're holding it and how secure is it. Would you feel comfortable if it was your data? Would you feel comfortable if it was your full name, your full address, your date of birth, a copy of your driving licence, passport, a copy of your bank statements, and an audit trail of where your cash had come from? Would you feel comfortable with it? Would you feel that it was safe and secure? So have a look at how you're operating, have a think about it, and just have a think about what might happen if your system is hacked and the data is lost. You have to report it to the Information Commissioner's Office, and what sort of a response the person that has lost the data through you is going to have. People are much more inclined these days to sue us. Will your insurance cover you? Do you have cyber cover on your insurance? Have you done everything that you can do to protect that data in the first instance? That's Compliance Over Coffee this morning. Thank you for being with me. I hope you join us again next week, the usual time, Thursday at 8:30. I'm having one of those days. Told you, it's been a mad rush this morning. In the meantime, have a fabulous weekend. It's lovely and sunny here. I believe from the weather eagle sitting next to me that isn't going to last, that it's going to deteriorate over the weekend. We have a food festival to attend this weekend. But I hope at least it's halfway decent for you guys over the weekend. Have a great one. Bye for now.